So when Game of Thrones began, Daenerys was really timid and shy, and she's become really strong. Will that continue?
Yes, it will. It will continue. There's a few setbacks on the way. Those who've read the book will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, now it's starting to. She's kind of got herself on a bit of a plateau. She's sort of in her comfort zone a little bit. She's feeling more confident with her husband and everything, and so it starts to kind of
What kind of relationship do you think Dany and Drogo have at this point?
At this point, they have a truly loving marriage. Is kind of the way it is. I think that they. I think that he really does love her. I think that she manages to kind of get a really human side out of him that within his culture he's not used to. So it is a very level marriage between the two of them. Although I think she has an innate respect for him and him for her also. I think that there is kind of it's a bit more level.
What's it like speaking in Dothraki?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, I mean, I was looking back at the other day and I was like, oh yeah, I was really getting quite good at it. And now I can't remember very much of it. But it was, it's just wonderful to kind of have that as a tool to sort of immerse yourself in the Dothraki culture, to be able to be so different and then also having a completely different language as well. It kind of helps you to, feel much more Dothraki. Please you.
And however horrible he'd been, it was quite a shock to see Daenerys just standing back while her brother got killed with the molten gold.
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, it's building up throughout the series, that kind of slow realization that her brother isn't right, which is what she's been grown up to believe. Not only the only things that she knows about her family, about life as a whole, is from him. And to see him fall from grace and to see him kind of, it's almost like when you realise that your parents aren't always right. It's quite a seminal moment, and that's I think what she's going through with her brother. She has to kind of realise that he's wrong, but the fundamental reason I believe why she let that happen and was reasonably very cold about it was he threatened her child. And her unborn child is the first thing that's been truly hers ever in her entire life. It's the first thing that she's ever had, that she's created and that no one else is kind of. So if he's going to threaten that, then that's it. That was her cutting what was left.
Do you think she'll get more ruthless?
I don't know if ruthless is the right word, but I think that as soon as you, I don't know, it's just being a mother. As soon as you start to have something to protect and something that's truly that you kind of love so much beyond yourself that you will do anything for, it's not ruthless, it's more kind of that innate care that puts their life above yours.
Obviously you've not got your wig on at the moment. Does that all help to get into character, the wig and the costume and everything?
Well, yeah, it was really nice actually, because it was such a long process every morning, kind of braiding the hair and then putting the wig on and sewing it on, and it was a really, really long process, which was quite wonderful to be able to look in the mirror and see yourself being transformed into it and have the time every morning to go through and to kind of take yourself out of the equation and start being Dany. That was definitely really good.
And there was a lot of expectation for Game of Thrones, especially from fans of the books. Have you had any feedback from them?
Hopefully all good stuff. Hopefully. I mean, it hasn't got to the point where anyone's turned around and gone, we hate you, you've done a terrible job. So overall, fingers crossed they're going to keep thinking that. But at the moment it's been really, really quite positive, which is just a joy.
And we're coming to the end of this first season now. Can we expect more shocks and surprises?
Yes, definitely. It's really cranking up again now. Like, if you're not watching it already, watch it.
And what can you tease about what's coming up for Dany?
What can I tease about what's coming up for Dany? Tragedy. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.